This video is about my book titled as Quantum Gravitational Constant Discovery from Phi Structure Constant. Based on my potential findings, Newton's gravitational constant G appeared to have a quantum twin denominated here as quantum gravitational constant GK and defined by the present equation. Based on my potential findings, the quantum gravitational constant GK appears to be consistent with Newton's gravitational constant G. This is because, first, the two constants share the same SI unit, and second, the ratio between the quantum gravitational constant GK and Newton's gravitational constant G matches the ratio between the electromagnetic force and gravity. Based on my potential findings, the equation of the quantum gravitational constant GK presented here reveals the unification of the electromagnetic force and the gravitational force, both exerted on and by the same proton and electron. The electromagnetic force is materialized here by electric charges of the proton and the electron, while the gravitational force is materialized by the masses thereof. Based on my potential findings, it turns out that by using the discovered quantum gravitational constant GK, it becomes possible to reformulate some fundamental equations of quantum mechanics, such as the reduced Planck constant, the electron bond radius, the reduced Compton wavelength, and the electron classical radius. We can see in the reformulated equation of the reduced Planck constant emerges the gravitational energy quanta that is constituted by the quantum gravitational constant GK and the masses of the proton-electron pair. And in the reformulated equation of the reduced Compton wavelength emerges the gravitational energy quanta that is constituted by the quantum gravitational constant GK and the mass of the proton only. We can see in the reformulated equation of the electron classical radius emerges the gravitational energy quanta that is constituted by the quantum gravitational constant GK and the mass of the proton only. The terms of the reformulated equation clearly reveals that the so-called electron classical radius is in fact the basic proton's gravitational energy quanta, and this confirms the fact that everyone knows that the electron classical radius cannot be measured. And we can see also in the reformulated equation of the electron bond radius emerges the gravitational energy quanta that is constituted by the quantum gravitational constant GK and the mass of the proton only, and the quantizer is the inverse of the Phi structure constant. In conclusion, these reformulated equations of quantum mechanics via the discovered quantum gravitational constant GK reveal that the quantum gravitational constant GK can become part of a gravitational energy quanta via the formula GK m/c², the same way that Newton's gravitational constant G does via Gm/c². The Phi structure constant alpha can become a universal quantizer as part of a quantization mechanism that nature uses to determine many fundamental components at the quantum scale, such as the nuclei, atoms. Based on my analysis, should the fundamental components, such as quanta and quantizers, of this potential discovered quantum gravitational constant-based quantization mechanism at the quantum scale be the signature paradigm of quantum gravity, then the latter reveals itself as the heart of quantum mechanics. Based on my potential findings, this potential discovered quantum gravitational constant-based quantization mechanism paradigm at the quantum scale appears to have a trend at the cosmic scale. This is because my previous discovered frequential orbital motion quantization mechanism at the cosmic scale shows exactly how capital-defined celestial objects, such as stars, organize the orbital motions, such as orbital velocity, radius, and period, of their captive celestial objects, such as planets. In the present diagram emerges the correspondence between the discovered quantum gravity paradigm and the discovered classical gravity paradigm via their respective equations. Finally, all the relevant details regarding the process, mathematical verifications, and demonstration can be found in the book Quantum Gravitational Constant Discovery, Form 5 Structure Constant. And my other relevant books are Orbital Velocity, Radius, Quantization Mechanism Hidden Behind Newton-Einstein Gravity, and finally, Heisenberg-Kepler wave functions at quantum speed of gravity c cube.